commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their God, and the people did eat and bowed down to their gods. And so here is where Israel commits the sin of mixture. And a plague comes upon Israel. And so if we continue reading, it says, and Israel joined himself to Baal Peor, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. And Moses said unto the judges of Israel, slay you every one his men that were joined to Baal Peor. And behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianite woman in the sight of Moses, in the sight of all the congregation, the children of Israel, who going into next week's Torah portion here, but we got to continue the story here, all right? And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand, and he went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her belly. So the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. So we have mixture. So what happens is Phinehas is enraged against the mixture. He's zealous for the Lord. He's zealous for truth. He's against the mixture. And when there was someone of the Lord that stood up against mixture, which caused the plague upon Israel, standing against mixture caused the plague to end. So we don't want to be involved in our worship of the God of Israel. We don't want to do it in mixture. And then it goes on to say in verse 10, that's Numbers 25:10, and the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, has turned my wrath away from the children of Israel, while he was zealous for my sake among them, that I consume not the children of Israel in my jealousy. Wherefore say, behold, I give unto him the covenant of my peace. So I only have 7 minutes left, so I'm not going to repeat the same principle that I just shared with you, that when Moses went to Pharaoh, Pharaoh offered Moses a series of compromises. And Moses ultimately turned down the compromises, and Moses said, only what the Lord has told me will I do. And so the northern kingdom, they committed the sin of mixture as well, and they feared the Lord and they served Baal. So this is another example of mixture, but because of the time that I have, I'm not going to be able to share that with you. Jeroboam set up a golden calf system of worship. That was mixture as well. So we got these various examples of mixture. Moses going to Pharaoh, Ahab doing mixture, Jeroboam doing mixture. But with my last 6 minutes, I want to share with you the prophetic significance of what Phinehas did. He was going to be given an eternal priesthood. And so if you study Phinehas, he was of Eleazar, and study his line, it goes to Zadok. And Zadok was the faithful priest to David. And then we go to Ezekiel chapter 44, God says that the sons of Zadok, they will be my priests, and they will rule in matters of controversy. So this blessing that was given to Phinehas as a result of his zealousness against mixture and the eternal priesthood that he was promised gets fulfilled through the Zadok priesthood. We need to see where this goes and where the promise leads. And so in 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 35, there was the promise of a faithful priestly line that would be going to the sons of Zadok. And I will raise me up a faithful priest that shall do according to that which is in my heart and in my mind, and I will build him a sure house, and he will walk before my anointed forever. And so Zadok was faithful to David. And so Ultimately, Solomon became king after David, and the reward of Zadok for being faithful to David is he became the priest in the days of Solomon. 1 Chronicles chapter 29, verse 22 and 23. And did eat and drink before the Lord on that day with great gladness. And they made Solomon the son of David king the second time, and anointed him unto the Lord to be the chief governor, and Zadok to be the priest. Then sat Solomon on the throne of the Lord as king instead of David his father, and prospered, and all Israel obeyed him. So have the priestly line from Eleazar. So you see in 1 Chronicles chapter 6, verse 4, we have Eleazar begot Phinehas, and then we have the line going from Phinehas. And then ultimately you see in 1 Chronicles chapter 6, verse 12, the line from Phinehas goes to Zadok. And in the Jewish encyclopedia, it says, Zadok manifested his loyalty to the king when he espoused the case of Solomon against Adoniah. And his gratitude, the new king appointed him to be the sole high priest. In his account of this event, Josephus states that Zadok was the descendant of the house of Phinehas, and consequently a descendant of Eleazar. Reliable historical data shows that the high priesthood remains in the hands of the Zadokites from this time until the rise of the Maccabees. And the Maccabees took, through the influence of the Greeks, the Zadok priesthood from the Zadoks that had been from the days of David. And so in Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 15, God is going to make a ruling that he sees that his faithful priesthood is of the line of the sons of Zadok. Ezekiel 44, verse 15, but the priests, the Levites, the sons of Zadok that kept the charge of my sanctuary, when the children of Israel went astray from me, they shall come near to minister to me. Once again, I'm making the point. This is the fulfillment of the prophecy that was made to Phinehas on behalf of him standing against the mixture that came about from Balaam and his advice to Balak. In Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 24, and in controversy, they, that is the sons of Zadok, will stand in judgment regarding the Torah, and they will judge it according to my judgments, and they shall keep my Torah and my statutes and in all my assemblies. So this is my overview and sharing with you the different themes and principles in this Torah portion. So hopefully it'll be of help to you in your walk in following Torah and in Messiah. And Daniel said that he gave me 2 minutes, and guess what? I'm giving Holissa 2 minutes.
And guess what? We're giving you 5 minutes. So if you guys want to stand and stretch for 5 minutes, since you have been sitting here for quite a while, and then Holissa will come up and round out the Torah study.